Good evening. Hope everyone's having a blessed evening. I am having a blessed evening, yes. Today is a beautiful Friday. Today is Fish Friday. Yes, yes, yes. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about Donald Trump deporting his wife and children allegedly. Being that you deporting all illegal immigrants, right? Your wife and children is illegal immigrants, right? If you are going to be a leader, a chief of commander, anything, you must keep justice and balance yourself. What you apply on other people should apply on you first. Or first and foremost, before you do anything, right? Before you make any decisions, you have to look inside yourself first. You got to look inside of yourself first and see where you can fix it. And before you start opposing things upon everybody else. See, I think that you are out of touch, and I don't think that you understand what's really going on. You are deporting people that's not even from this country. You yourself and everybody else is not from this country. You took this country by force, by able descendants. By able descendants. And wiped out able descendants. You understand what I'm saying? So everybody that's not of able descendants don't belong here. They don't belong here. You don't belong here, right? Because you are of Canaan descendants. You are of Canaan descendants. You don't belong in this land because this land was blessed upon able descendants. And we are able descendants. That's an actual true fact. So all of y'all are illegal here. This land is a blessed land and a holy land, and that comes from the Alpha Omega, the creator in everyday existence, the Almighty, the Almighty, the Almighty up from up above. This is an actual true facts. And this is why we need to understand that. Each one teach one. If you are going to apply policies upon everybody, you need to apply policies upon your family. That's illegal immigrants that's over here in our country. This is an actual true fact. This is an actual true facts. And it seems like people have been doing research and digging and seeing from her parents and her and your children, they did a lot of stuff that was wrong with the immigration laws. Bend it and use it for your benefits. And you know this to be true. You know this to be true. If you're going to practice and preach upon everybody else, you need to do that upon yourself first before you can start implementing change, rules and regulation upon other people. This is an actual true fact. This is an actual true fact. So I'm going to show something right here that I have, and this is sad. It's sad. It's sad that that we can implement laws and rules and regulation on other people, but we can't do the laws upon ourselves. In order to lead, you got to self-examine yourself first. You got to question yourself first. You have to question your motives first before you can lead other people. If you don't do that and you're not living up to who you say you are, practice what you preach, then how come you are a leader? How come you are at this position? You understand what I'm saying? Nobody's going to respect you. Nobody's going to respect you. And this is an actual true fact. So I'm going to get into this. We're going to see right now.
The U.S. Supreme Court has just ordered President Donald Trump to deport his wife and children. Yes, for the first time in U.S. history, the law is being turned back on the man who created it. According to official documents, the ruling came after an internal investigation revealed irregularities in the immigration files of Melania Trump and her parents, including unauthorized entry missing visa records and questions about chain migration abuse. But here's what That changed everything. The court ruled that if Trump's policies apply to millions, they must apply to his own household too, and the Deport Melania and her children or step down from office. The decision sends shockwaves through the country. Latino families torn apart by deportations are now watching as the architect of that system is forced to face his own rules. No one is above the law, the judges wrote, not even the one who signed it. This isn't about politics anymore. It's about principle, about fairness, and about how powers should never protect hypocrisy. Comment if you believe justice must begin at home.
It starts with you first. It starts with you first. It starts with you implementing the laws and the guidelines and justice and balance upon yourself first before you can start implementing on everybody else. And this is disrespectful. And people say that they Spanish, they Latin. These are the indigenous people of this earth. A lot of them are able descendants, which makes us family. Do you understand what I'm saying? These words and these interpretations of us are beneath us. The reason why they took on these words is because the Spaniards and the French and all of these Greeks and everybody else, right, led a campaign to destroy the indigenous people and change their language and force the language upon the people. Do you understand? These are the indigenous people of this land. These are the indigenous people of this land. Canada, American, Mexico, and North America. These are able lands. So y'all can do your own research. It's the same civilization. It's the same civilization. It's the same thing. We talk telepathically to one another and use sign language. Where that Spanish was beaten upon you and was indoctrinated upon you, right? Us writing and reading and everything else was beat upon us. And we died from it. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of teaching that says that, okay, in all of these comic books and all of these scriptures, it says that the people was trying to learn how to read and write. And if they know that you knew how to read and write, they would off you and kill you and hang you. Well, it was the other way around. I just want the indigenous people to understand that. The indigenous descendants of Abel to understand that we was beaten to read and write. We was beaten to read and write. We never spoke a word. We used telepathically talk to one another in sign language. And we use telekinesis to actually to lift up objects with our mind. That is one of the most greatest gift that the Creator has blessed able descendants. And we pass the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding into the Africans, into the Egyptians, into all civilizations. We pass that on. This is an actual true fact. So I want people to understand this. So, but if you're going to practice what you preach, you must practice what you preach upon yourself. And look at your own self and examine yourself before you can start judging everybody else. Because you marry a foreigner. You married a foreigner and then your children don't supposed to be in this land. But technically, spiritually, nobody's supposed to be in Abel land but the indigenous descendants of Abel. This is actual true facts. You know, this is all alleged. This is allegedly. But if you're going to practice to deport people that's not from this country, you need to start with your family first. That's how you show great leadership. That's how you show great leadership. And that's how you show great leadership, by leading by example. So you're not leading by example. Do you understand? You're using your ways and actions and your power and your money to bend the laws and justice to fit your own diabolical mind. And most people in this world, they do that. They don't care about spirituality. They don't care about the Alpha, Omega, the Creator, and everything and existing, the Almighty. But the indigenous descendants, we do. The melanated people, we do. We care about that. And that's only a portion of Cain descendants that's upholding the sick, barbaric, devil, demon mindset, devil, demon, that you cannot see with your eye. It's an entity, and it's been here way before mankind. I said a portion, not everybody, a portion that's upholding this lifestyle. Another portion and standing on business, standing on loyalty, and standing on respect towards the Alpha, Omega, the Creator, and everything in existence, the Almighty. Yes, they do. They are the Quakers. It's a different name now, but they are the Quakers. And a lot of Quakers, what happened was, when we got lynched, they also got lynched. So what you think? They children, they grandchildren, and they descendants are not here right now and feel some type of way that the other Canaan descendants that's upholding this murder, death, kill entity don't like that? Forgot about that? Of course they forgot about it. No, they didn't forget about that. They did not forget about that. They're a different name now. They're not called the Quakers. They're a different name. They read the Bible, the original Bible in Hebrew and Aramaic. So just to let you know, but they're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you that. They're just going to stand on business, honesty, and loyalty. And we love them, and they love us for the sake of the Alpha, Omega, the Creator, and everything existing. This is actually to be true. So a big shout out to the Quakers. A big shout out to the Quakers that's still in existence that have a different name. It's an actual true fact. So we want to thank you so much for supporting able descendants and actually knowing the truth. And you stand on scriptures and you stand with the Almighty. We see you and you see us. Yes. They don't believe in racism. They believe in the rainbow, the rainbow, the rainbow. Nobody created the rainbow but the Alpha Omega. Nobody did that but the Alpha Omega to tell you to bridge the gap. And he loves different colors of people, different shades of people. It's an actual true fact. So we must understand that, and we must uphold that, and we must stand on business with justice and balance. Most people don't do that. We see that right now. We see that right now. You understand what I'm saying? And this is sad. All this is allegedly. This is allegedly. If you're going to deport people that's not from this country, start with your family self and yourself first. That's how you keep justice and balance, and that's how you uphold integrity as a leader. So that's a shout out to you. So peace, 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 peace.